little techno from France. You never know where techno is going to come from. It comes from all across the globe. Techno is kind of one of those things. You either like it or you hate it. Sometimes a lot of people hate it. But enough. We're talking a little bit today about computers. What kind of computer might you find at a custom entertainment event? Or, you know, you might find this at other companies' events, but this is definitely what you'll see working with us. For the first thing, we always have some hard drives backup. These are full of songs, generally run about 160 gigs, and they are full, packed with 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, right up to 2000, and anything on the charts. We try to have that music available in a number of different formats so that if, hopefully it never happens, but if one fails, we always have a seamless pickup. Minis are kind of a cool new trick in the DJ world. Basically, they're a portable hard drive, also about 160 to 180 gigs. They have a port out, which is generally meant for headphones. The great thing about a mini is you can put an entire operating system in here, as well as sound editing, or basically a virtual disc jockey in here to run all those songs. Some of the programs are better than others. The trick about the mini is the processor going out is not the best, or really not the chosen processor in most cases to supply high quality music. So there's some special cabling and a little bit of line increase that we do to make sure that if we are using a mini, and we often use them as backup, you don't know the difference. And trust me, when you start to deal with digitized music, depending on who digitized it and how they digitized it, you will hear a difference. Bit rate has a lot to do with it, but it's a little more complex. But just the processor that's sending out the audio makes a huge difference. Macs, of course, we always love Macs. Macs are great laptops. They do a lot. They also have issues with their processor out. The Mac headphone out never sends out enough quality signal to run a good quality sound. So what we do is we run out of a USB port and have a converter with some other cabling that brings it up to a quality level where the Mac can get us some interesting effects, and we can do some tricks on a Mac that you can't do on a PC, because they're just clearly two opposing operating systems that, and in many cases, some programs will only run on a Mac and some programs will only run on PC. So you might have to toggle between the two in order to get the right balance of program to music. The last kind of computer, and people can argue about who you use, is of course the PC. The Mini is a PC as well. A standard PC, good size. You want to be able to see. That's one of the downsides with the Mini. It's very difficult to see in a dark room what's going on the screen. So very quick song searches and very quick adjustments take a little bit longer on the Mini PC. This standard PC, I like Dell. They haven't failed me yet. They run a good operating system. Hard drives can be a little small for my purposes. However, this particular PC has a cool little adapter on it. This adapter allows me to get into any unsecured wireless router for up to a mile from any location that I'm at. And I have a larger antenna that'll go a little bit farther. That's unsecured, and that's hopefully not necessarily a thing we need to do if we're working at a venue that supplies wireless internet connection for you. The idea being, not only do we have the hard drives full of songs, but we have the opportunity to download or stream anything from the web that we might not have. And once you get out there in the world, there's millions and millions and millions of songs out there. So any DJ who says I have them all is lying. There's no way you can have them all. But when you get online, you kind of can. Here's the downside. Too many songs sometimes. If you type in, I had this is an actual true story. A client asked me, hey, we used to dance this song called Yolanda. That's all we know. It was in college. It was a great song, kind of a club song. Can we play it at the wedding? This, of course, is happening at the wedding. So I look up online. I find Yolanda. There were 700 or 800 songs with the title of Yolanda. So unfortunately, the outcome was the same. We didn't have time to listen to 700 or 800 songs to figure out which Yolanda was the one they wanted. So we were unable to play it. That's a sad reality. And it's funny, in the DJ world, say many years ago, if I didn't have it, I would have just said, no, I don't have it, and the song doesn't get played. In the modern world, I can say, yeah, I have 700 versions of it. The ultimate end of the result is we don't play it, because, so feast or famine, sometimes you end up in the same boat. But to know that it's there, somebody asked for a specific version of a song by maybe an artist who released the same title under different music labels, that's always a nice thing to do. Some are slightly arranged different. So that's what we do in a standard computer setup at your event, whether it's a corporate event, whether it's a wedding. We always have backup on top of backup to seamlessly make sure that nothing fails. And could anyone promise that everything will work flawlessly? No. That's why we do repetition in what we do, especially in computers, because I love them and I hate them, and I'm going to bet a lot of you will agree with me with that. So hopefully we'll see you again, or you'll see me here on the YouTube channel. We'll give you a little bit more advice. We got some new stuff coming up. I have a whole sequence going to come out on speakers, and when you're hiring a DJ, whether it's us or somebody else, you want to know what kind of equipment they have. You want to know what kind of speakers they're going to use. You want to know if they understand how those speakers work at your venue. That's another video we'll be touching on, how to analyze the sound for the room that you're in. Ooh, that's going to be a fun one. Hey, I look forward to it, and I'll see you around. Oh, enjoy some techno from France.